what it means to be a DIY independent artist in 2024, 2022, 2023, when you don't have a team of 7 behind you, you know, like, and like, you know how it is. It's like some days I'm like, I gotta work. Like after we're done with this, I gotta get back to work because like I need to work my day job.
Yeah.
Like you guys know, same with you guys. It's just like, that's like the nature of the beast now. It's like having to multitask and it's the same thing. Like I just really wanted to set a release date, but all summer long I was touring and playing shows. And it was like, I had to take the time the last 6 months to really focus on my content and focus on, and now I want to get back to like, okay, now we're regrouping, the record's out. We're figuring out the shows for the next couple of months, but also I have to sit and take the time to be like, okay, what does posting for the next couple of weeks look like? How can I organize that? Like all these things that as an artist now you need to think about. So once again, comes in the acceptance mantra of like, what is actually reality? Like we can fight it all we want and be like, fuck, oh my God, I can't believe it's taking me so long to put this record out. And that's what my dialogue was like for like months. And then it was just like, Rachel, this is just what it is. Like you got to roll with the punches, girl. Same thing. Like, sure, in an ideal world, I would have had tour booked. I would have figured all that shit out, you know, but that's not where I'm at as an artist. Like it was more important for us to put out the record so that we can now get the shows and continue to, it's this whole like chicken versus egg, but you're just like, if you just sit on your art and you never put it out, you're not going to move the needle at all.
Yeah. And,
you know,
and it like trying to put the record out and book it all the same time when you've got yourself and 2 managers working on it. And it's just like there's so many moving parts, and it's impossible to keep up with all of it. It's like you really have to, as we're doing right now, shifting that headspace into what does the promotion of the record look like, both on social media and in the live world.
Right. And that I think is like that's the key to like not getting caught in the weeds with all that. Like that's like, that was like such a helpful thing. Like what Matt said to me one time, he's like, you have to remember where you're at as an artist. You can't compare yourself to an artist that has a team of 7 and the fucking $1 million budget. That's just not where you're at, you know? And that there's like comfort in that. And it really is. It's just like anything else in life where you're like, I think that's also what acceptance is about. It's just about being like authentic and real and like being really honest with yourself, like in everything in life. Like that's what we have to do. And unfortunately, like, social media and things have gotten us so far away from like what is actually true. You know, I mean, there's definite truth to this and it's great, but if you can't like take the time to like be in the real world with the people around you that you love, your relationships and your friends and your bandmates, and be like, wait, what's actually happening? Who am I and where am I? I'm not in here. I don't have to worry about the person that's playing 17 festivals right now because like that's not where I'm at. You know, doing other things. I mean, that is like inevitably the nature of being an artist, is you're always comparing, but I think everybody now compares their fucking lives because of all of what we're subjected to on social media. I don't know. Do you guys struggle with that? Here, I'm just going to interview you now.
Like comparing myself to like other people I see on social media in general, or other people in the music industry that I'm seeing, like other podcasts,
both. Like, are you like from both a personal and a professional standpoint? Like, is it something that like you catch yourself being like, oh yeah, I really shouldn't do that?
Personal, probably not, because I feel like the way I was raised was always just kind of like just worry about yourself. Other people have other situations that they're working with. And that's just always kind of stuck with me. Not saying that it doesn't, it still filters through. So it's like whether it's in my subconscious or not, it's still going to be in the background, but I don't think it ever gets to the point where it breaks me down or I take it out on myself. Professionally, like in the music industry and comparing myself to other publications, probably not as much anymore. When we were smaller, yes, I was very self-deprecating, I guess, where it's just like, fuck, we aren't doing enough, when it's like we were doing like 10 interviews a fucking day. Now I think because we're getting to a point where we're doing good. I think we're working at a good level. I don't think so. Not anymore, at least for me. I don't know. It might be different for Shane, But that's my perspective.
No, the only thing I'm a head case about is the mean comments. Other than that,
which I take care of.
Yes, Gloria has to filter through the comments. I can't. But like in terms of from the outside looking in, looking at other people on social media, I think I've found a good balance. It never really bothered me personally, at least like as I've grown. When I was 13, starting out on social media and going to school at the same time, like. It totally different beast, like in my head all the time, like it was not good. But now that I'm out of school, I'm in the real world, I'm doing my thing, I'm not around these people every day, like it doesn't bother me what they're posting on social media, because I know that I'm content with what I'm doing. Like I try not to post too much personal stuff. My Instagram account is basically a fan page for my girlfriend. That's about all I
say
post.
it's just you.
Yeah, that's all that makes the feed.
Yeah.
Professionally, it's kind of the same thing as Glory. Like starting out, I was very in my own head, very like could be doing better, but now I'm happy with the balance that I have between the podcast and also my day job and everything in between. I think I finally struck a good balance after doing this for 4.5 years, almost 5 years now. I think I finally struck a good work-life balance where I'm able to balance everything as best as I can.
Yeah, I think that, and it is weird when, like, for me, and I think about this a lot because I deal with it, and I've been struggling with it a lot lately. It's just like, it's hard when you are the actual product, and there's like, it's not even like I'm in a band where I have like 3 other people that I can just be like, I mean, I have my bandmates, but it's me.
Yeah. And
even like in a situation right now where like we're having to find a new bass player, it's like even when you're in a band, there's still people that come and go. So it's like, it's all the same. But yeah, I mean, and I guess that's just my sentiment. Like, I just have the kind of personality that like I've always been so sensitive. That's just like it's my greatest strength, and it's like my biggest